For today's cup of coffee, I found a day or so ago a really cool channel, and it's called Dark Waters, and it's hosted by this gentleman, James Williams, and he touts himself as storytelling perfected. And I haven't listened to some of the other things that he has, other videos. I've binge watched about five or six of them today. They're about half hour a piece or something.
Mm-hmm.
About the lizard peoples.
You have, yeah. There's a lot of people talking about the lizard peoples,
and he does,
especially on TikTok.
I think he also may be on TikTok. I'll have to look. Let me look right quick and see.
They're kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? They're kind of subdued. Those type of videos are subdued.
He is not subdued.
No, like the algorithm subdues
Oh,
them.
okay. Well, yeah, I can understand that. I was looking to see where else he's gotten 4 more links here. Hang on a second. I didn't scroll down far enough.
It tries to bury the people that are talking about this sort of stuff a lot.
Now, I'm not seeing that he's on TikTok, and for some reason, when I had checked earlier, his X account wasn't working. He does have a website, but I think that's for subscribers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually had said that he had a paranormal encounter himself as a kid, and that's one of the things that got him into, looking into some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And he's been featured. He was featured on Coast to Coast AM.
Really? That's
So
cool.
that's way cool, and on something that's called Darkness Radio. But it's an excellent channel, and if you're like me and like no nonsense, somebody just straight talk,
mm-hmm.
This is the man for you.
Yeah.
Especially about the lizards.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have done this for a very long period of time. Years.
Yes.
Everything listening to David Icke and all the other research and stuff like that. And this man has found clips from other places and stuff. He explains a lot of things in a very concise manner.
Yes, he has.
He's very articulate.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's just one of those, I'm like, oh, yes, you tell them. And so I was excited about the videos, and very well done. And like I said, it's one of those, it's funny because he knows a lot of people use their smartphones to watch the videos and stuff. And he's like, don't ask me to enlarge the picture. He said, you can zoop the screen.
Zoop?
That's what he said, the term he used. He got it from somebody. He's like, you can enlarge it and see whatever you need to see.
Yeah.
Like
it's true.
It is true. And as far as
like people asking people to crop a video, like in TikTok, you can make it so that like the banner or whatever, the sidebar stuff is like invisible.
Yeah.
And you can screenshot it.
Well, and I think that's part of the problem is that people have gotten so lazy.
Yeah.
And he's not having it. He's got the information. He's done the research. He's presenting the information. He tells people to make up their own minds,
mm-hmm.
to do their own research, which is what, we've always told people to do that.
And actually, it takes more effort and energy to like look up someone else talking about the shit rather than just doing it yourself a lot of the time. That's like that Kylie Minogue thing that I was telling you about. It was like her eyes in the end of Chocolate, that music video.
Yeah.
Like, I love that song. You like that song too.
I did. I know on one of the videos, it was like some dude's throat had done this weirdness.
Yeah.
And it almost looked like, sort of like gills or something.
There's a lot of videos of like the eyes shifting and stuff like that. That's mainly what the stuff I've come across.
Yeah.
It's just freaky.
And this one lady that it's like, as far as trachea and throat area and stuff, what this lady had, her anatomy was not normal.
Yeah, no. No.
But he even goes in as far as DARPA and the different things. And there was this one lady, and I need to go back and listen, find that Joe Rogan show that this lady was talking about as far as these moths and stuff, that they had already chipped them when they were in like larva state. And so when they hatched out, they were able to control them.
Do I now?
Yeah. And some of these things, as far as the tests that was produced in test tubes or whatever, it's an intense amount of information.
The test tube babies?
Yeah.
Well, Taylor Swift has been suspected of being one of them, like a clone of the daughter of Anton LaVey.
Well, and that was just like, even as far as cloning people, that there's the possibility. We know.
Did you see what Donald Trump looks like right now?
Tired. He looks tired right now.
Oh, no, that's not the photo that I saw.
No,
people are saying, like, oh, look, he looks like a clone, like a younger version of him.
I don't know where they're getting that, because the pictures, the press loves to get bad pictures of people.
This was actually a pretty good picture of him.
And Daily Mail, I tell you something, some of those people on some of the stories, they some of the lowest form of humanity. Maybe they are reptilians. I don't know. But it's like, it's that Don Henley song, Dirty Laundry.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I cannot imagine somebody being that calloused to write some of these stories or try to get some of these pictures at somebody's when they are at their lowest and at their weakest. And there's bound to be a special little blue corner in hell for people like that.
Mm-hmm. You saw that photo of Britney Spears, didn't you? Where she had the blanket on her and the pillow.
Yes, that she supposedly had, as far as tripped and had her ankle. And
yeah, no, she was getting in a fight with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And all that. But in the photo, she looked scared.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know that there's a lot of people that was on the Free Britney thing there for a while that have now said maybe we made a mistake.
No, I don't think she's safe. I think someone needs to put her in an area like this where she is safe.
I don't know that she can.
Just like witness protection program type shit.
But then she would have to be out of the public's eye.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's her doing it, somebody else doing it. We don't know.
Well, she dropped that book and said peace, and that was it. She's not, like, she's posted stuff on social media every now and again, but by this point, we know that she's not running her media.
Okay, well, she was doing the Dancing with Knives thing and all that stuff there for a while, and it was like...
There's theory that it was AI, but there's theory that she's also been on, like, mental breakdown type dealio.
Yeah. Yeah, and we don't know what this woman has endured.
Right.
And so I'm not one of these. I think a lot of this stuff is just sad. It's tragic.
But a lot of these people, like, genuinely, I could buy into the cloning theory.
Yeah. Well, that's like that one dude, and I don't remember which video that it was.
Even Britney Spears has said, like in a song from an unreleased album, like, she's cloned.
Yeah.
Basically talking about herself, she's cloned.
Yeah, and he talks about some of that stuff, and yeah. Yeah, I know we're talking about as far as like Kanye, and talking about short Kanye and tall Kanye, and it's like, what is up with that?
Don't know, but they did something to him. There's a lot of stuff out there, but they also have like prosthetics that are ultra realistic. Mm-hmm. So they can just, have someone just put on some of those prosthetics and go out, and no one...
Who would know?
Either make them think that it was some other person, or it was someone else.
Yeah.
Doing something.
But this gentleman
Disguise.
Like I said, the clips that he chose, just very pertinent. And as far as, and we knew this, that the internet was developed by DARPA. So were cell phones.
Yeah.
So was GPS.
Yes.
And these people develop weapons.
The thing is, this stuff has been... developed way beyond our knowledge, even from the 90s. Like, it was already progressed all the way, probably. No joke, by the time they release it all, it would probably be 2050. Yeah. So, a lot of the stuff.
Yes, and that was one of the things in one of the videos that they discussed.
Because they release it slowly.
Yeah. Well, they don't want the public, the normies and stuff, to have too much stuff.
Did you even hear that they are banning the word revolution?
That doesn't surprise me because they're trying to control language.
Yeah.
Who can speak, who can't speak, what you can say, what you can't say. And it's all ridiculous. And so he has, like I said, I urge everyone, and I will put for those of you on BitChute and Rumble, y'all get a link. I wish he would be on BitChute and Rumble instead of just on YouTube. YouTube, you get the channel name. I don't know. Sometimes the YouTube link, since it's within their system, sometimes that does work. Blue had told me today sometimes, even if it is on YouTube, that the links don't work. Yeah. So I don't know. But the information that this man has, I have just been, I mean, it's stunning. It is truly just
stunned.
Yeah.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those you're sitting there going, Oh. Somebody else is paying attention, and he is reaching people. He does not have a Mondo channel, if you want to talk, but he's got, 385,000. That's not a small channel.
No, it's not.
And so that's another thing. Please go to this man's channel, subscribe. I think you'll enjoy the content. Like I said, he's very no nonsense. Yeah. I enjoy his stuff. It was just
he's entertaining.
He's very entertaining.
People should also go watch that other dude that you watch. What is the one that got scared by the alien? Yeah, Casper.
Oh gosh, what is it? Casper Vision. Now you've thrown me off, and I can't remember.
Sorry,
what the name
but
of
he
it.
got spooked by the alien head falling off his wall.
But that was funny. He was so intent on that, within that. And when something fell in the background, and it scared the shit out of him, as it would anybody.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you would do that. And I can't find it. Any other time I would have 15. If you haven't subscribed to Slap Tam yet, please do. I love those guys. They're great.
While you're at it, speaking of subscribing, subscribe to her. Subscribe. Warlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also find her on BitChute and Rumble. Warlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream.
I need a new mouse. My mouse, I think I have worn it out.
Is it really that, or is it just the batteries wearing down?
No, I actually changed the battery. I think there not long ago. I'll try it again. But anyhow, it's Casper Sight. Casper something. He's Australian and he's hilarious.
Just look up Casper Aliens.
He did a series, about a week-long thing. There it is. It is Casper Sight. That, like a week-long thing of the aliens, and he had some really good. Basically, he's reacting to other people's videos.
Oh yeah, he's a reaction channel, but he does add his own dialogue and thoughts to it.
And he asks some very good questions. He has a healthy skepticism.
He does.
So that's a great thing. But yeah, especially, like I said, Mr. Williams here, Dark Waters. I'll have to listen to some of his other storytelling. The thing about the lizards, that's the truth.
It is.
And he's like, yeah, and even as far as like the trust chemical, the oxytocin and stuff, that was eye-opening.
What did he say about that?
Well, as far as that they were doing research, because one of the women that was talking to Joe Rogan was talking about the research with oxytocin, which produces trust.
Doesn't the body naturally
It does, but it's like if you've got somebody that is finding this out and that they produce weapons and stuff, and would they misuse that?
Yes.
Yeah. And I've always wondered, back when the senators and stuff were sort of attacked, and that got shut up in the news really, really quickly.
It did.
And Rand Paul was in that, and God love him, of course he was. And he said it was like they were almost like zombies, that you couldn't talk reason to them.
Well, that's scary.
Yeah, and it was fascinating, and there are some of these things that they just get shut down so fast.
Yeah. They get shut down, buried, all that.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
But we don't know that it's not some kind. We have no clue. We have no clue.
No.
But that is one thing I will say also about Mr. Williams, that he does discuss that this is a spiritual battle. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
warfare. Spiritual warfare.
Absolutely. And final thoughts, kid?
It's craziness. Just wait till they pull out like full on just natural head lizard person and say, oh, look, this is prosthetic.
Well, there's been a lot of people as far as the hybrids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just wait till they full on expose it. Some people are saying like, oh, they're going to release something, and so they're trying to pull some shit to control us at the same time as they release this information or whatever.
Well, of course they are. They're doing it now, and they're being very successful.
Not for long. I don't know. People are they being successful if people are waking up and rejecting it?
There's some of them that are rejecting it, and then there's some that portion. Are so deceived. I mean, they're brainwashed, truly. They're bewitched.
Well, I think it's about 50-50 almost.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like prayers all the time.
Yeah.
If you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. Put your experiences there in the comment sections, because sharing of information and experiences, that's important.
It is.
And that sanctity of what it is to be human.
Mm-hmm. Also, if y'all have any topics, send her your suggestions.
Yeah, now I may be behind on email. Excuse me, I may be behind on email, so if you've sent something, I'm sorry. I'll get to it eventually. I really will.
Yeah. But if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and like I said earlier, follow her on BitChute and Rumble at that's Orlando COCWS. That is X, previously known as Twitter.
Yeah, it's just more
the
like
radio station
calls Coffee with Scream on the other.
Yeah.
BitChute and Rumble.
Yeah, Orlando's Cup of Coffee with Scream at BitChute and Rumble. Yeah. Orlando COCWS. X, previously known as Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm over there watching the people do various and sundry forms of art, and I'm very selective who I subscribe to.
Yes.
Because if I've got tons of them, then I can't pay attention. No. So I've got a selective few right now. But if you sit there and go, I'm here, let me know that you're here. Mm-hmm. That you're one of the pirate crew, and I will definitely subscribe to you.
Yes.
So know that you are loved. Mm-hmm. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And let us pray one for another.
Yes.
Morning, noon, and night.
Yes.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.